your seatbelt. It's going to be a bumpy ride.
Chrissie is hilarious.
Chrissie, have you ever heard of the comedian Basha K. Ali?
No, that sounds like something you yell out before you blow up a plane.
Basha K. Ali!
30 seconds remaining.
But you know what, Chrissie, to say I dabbled in stand-up is something. I haven't been disrespectful to you at all.
I was very confused by the title, Everything Everywhere All at Once, because that's also what we call it when Ash takes off his shirt. I shouldn't be up here. I should be in school on the other side of the ocean. Welcome to Mayor in the Morning. Extra late and extra gay. Sorry for being late and gay. I got the most absurd strike on my channel for copyright. It was from me using this literally a version of the song Happy Birthday. And it was a strike from back in June. I don't even know if I'm on YouTube right now. Am I even on YouTube? Like, what is happening anymore? But yeah, the claim said that you're being struck for using Happy Birthday, for playing the song Happy Birthday from back in June. I think I was singing Frank Happy Birthday. So it took me a while to like submit that and explain why Happy Birthday is a song for everyone. Okay. It literally was made in like the early 1900s. So get off my freaking back. The news is so depressing today. And I just feel like a lot of it's going to trigger the algorithm in an unfriendly way. Like, man, I want to stay far from a Walmart, far from a gay bar. Woo. Just everyone stay home where it's safe. Okay. There is some stuff I can talk about. Like how I will be in Jersey on December 3rd. That's correct. In Vineland, New Jersey at Chrissie Mayr. So if you're in Jersey, come on out. Might be my last show of the year, like last road gig, last like headlining gig. Chrissie Mayr, December 3rd, Vineland, New Jersey. Then we got DabbleCon coming up in 2023. How exciting that this probably won't be my first gig of 2023, but that it's early in the year. We'll be doing DabbleCon in Rochester, New York. I think it's up near Canada. Featuring a comedians of the Dabbleverse, myself, Anthony Cumia, Carl will be there, Vinny Paulino, I think Bob Levy, and some other people. Then we got live podcast tapings, a VIP meet and greet, Dabble Awards. Oh my gosh. I can't wait. Then I'll be doing a weekend in San Diego, February 24th and 25th at the Mic Drop Comedy Club. Go to ChrissieMayr.com for tickets. Happy birthday, guys. Oh, but you can't say happy birthday anymore. You're going to get struck. No wonder groups of people come up with their own version. Unbelievable. Which story do I want to start with? Let's see here. This is something I wanted to talk about the other day, but now the story has progressed. Have you guys heard about the sheep walking around in a circle? These Chinese sheep, as if China doesn't have enough wrong with it. Chinese sheep have been walking around in a circle for 12 days. This is near North China's Inner Mongolia. First of all, not enough black sheep here. Like, clearly the sheep have a diversity problem, which no one is talking about. I think I see maybe 3 black sheep in here. I don't think any of these sheep are non-binary or trans. We could check, though. But so far, there seems to be a lot of white sheep privilege happening in China. So there's that issue. Okay. A scientist says there is possible, and I've heard a lot of really funny explanations for why this is going on. A scientist says that maybe this is happening. It's a bizarre phenomena. It's happening for 12 days straight in China, caught on film. I wonder at what point were they like, let's videotape this. I wonder if it's like the first day they're like, sheep are gonna do that. Second day, I think even by day 2, I would be like, I'm not a sheep expert, but I think by the second day I'd be like, something's up here. The eerie video, which was posted on Twitter last week by the Chinese state-run outlet People's Daily. They're probably like, nothing to see here. A lot of just happy sheep with high social credit scores, showing dozens of the animals marching around on a farm in China's remote Inner Mongolia region. The tweet accompanying the creepy footage assured viewers that the sheep are healthy, and the experts suggest there could also be a very natural reason behind the animal's striking behavior, which has unnerved and mystified people around the world. Does anyone know if they're still walking around in a circle, or have they calmed down? It looks like the sheep are in the pen for long periods, and this might lead to stereotypic behavior, with the repeated circling due to frustration about being in the pen and limited, said Matt Bell, a professor at the Department of Agriculture at Hartpury University in Gloucester, England. Then the other sheep join, as they are flock animals, and bond or join as friends. So some of this is like sympathetic sheep circling. Like some of these sheep are like, no, I'm about this. And then some of them are just like friends, supporters. Maybe they don't know what else to do with their day. And they're like, yeah, I guess we're walking in a circle again. To be a sheep. They're like, oh, yeah. Did you get boosted? Did you get boosted? Let's just keep walking in a circle. The social behavior of sheep is dominated by flock mentality, which controls the animal's movements. God, maybe they were testing out some shit on them, like some DARPA mind control. I wouldn't be surprised. Which controls the animal's movements and protects individuals from predators by prompting them to flee from danger as a group, according to the Merck veterinary manual. The sheep had been moving in a nearly perfect circle since November 4th. It's unclear whether they stopped to eat or drink or whether they are still moving in unison as of Monday. Well, now it's Wednesday. We need somebody on the ground interviewing these sheep. The owner of the sheep farm, identified as Ms. Meow, claimed that the spooky sheep rondelay began with just a few animals before the rest of the flock joined in. Although there were 34 sheep pens at the farm, only the sheep in one of the pens, number 13, had been acting this way. Oh, maybe because 13 is an unlucky number. Some have speculated that the sheep's behavior could also be caused by a bacterial disease called listeriosis, also known as circling disease. Circling disease. The illness can be transmitted through contaminated food. Yeah, but then why wouldn't the other sheep get it? Soil or animal poops. It causes a wide range of symptoms, including depression, loss of appetite, fever, partial paralysis, and circling behavior. So how do you tell apart the ones that really have this and the ones that are just being supportive? Listeriosis usually causes death, oh no, in infected animals within 40 hours. So it doesn't explain how the sheep in China continued walking in a circle for 12 days. Maybe they're walking in a circle to fight climate change. Maybe they won't stop walking until everyone retires their private jets. Reminds me of a majority of the voters mindlessly following our leaders. Musk found the same thing with Twitter employees when he arrives. Did you guys see that? Of course you did. You guys are on the pulse. All right, let me see. I'm going to talk about Elon Musk and Twitter in a second, but I'm going to make sure I've covered this sheep issue as thoroughly as I can. I am concerned. That's right. I have a second sheep article. The Daily Mail would never lie to me. Okay. What do they think? Okay. Again. Okay. This happened in the city of Baotou in Inner Mongolia. Oh, it's a different clip. Okay. They believe there's an agriculture expert, Matt Bell, who thinks that they are stressed out and they were left in the pen for too long. Oh. It's like basically like how humans pace maybe when they're stressed out. Like they feel like they're doing something, they're moving. Still sad. Still sad to see. 12 days, damn. It's like a protest. Oh, this is not good. Then the other sheep join as they are flock animals and they have bonded with their friends. Oh. And don't they have herding dogs that can like help stop this or just like be like, hey, what's up? Let's walk in a square. Let's mix it up. Bacterial disease. I mean, at least they have all this space to walk around in. Oh, wow. Concentric circles. Look, it does look pretty. A sheep snacker, a type of livestock feeder, however, this time a sheep snacker, a type of livestock feeder, had caused the display after dispensing the food in a circle across the field. What? Is this a new development? Is this a later article? This came out when? Updated this morning, like an hour ago. No, yesterday. God damn it. So they think the food was put in a circle? Then why do we need all these freaking articles? Scientists have long studied as to why some animals, like sharks and turtles, move in circular patterns. They don't have a conclusion. Well, then what's the freaking... Gosh darn it, who cares? They don't have any answers. Oh. Okay. All right, stay tuned. It's bad. Either way, it's bad news. Okay. I got a note from Matthew Hammond. Happy birthday. The best people are born in November. May, Frank, and you have a great Thanksgiving. Did you see Cenk Uygur lose his mind on stream? He claimed to know why Tim Pool wears his beanie. I mean, I think that's obvious to everybody. I think it's a hair issue. I mean, I saw a clip of him melting down. I just didn't watch it, but I scrolled past it. I saw that it happened. You know what's fun is, I guess Elon Musk unearthed a whole bunch of shirts at Twitter that said woke. Like he stumbled upon an old closet. This is pretty funny. That's what I would watch. I would just like to watch a tour of the Twitter HQ and Elon going around like unearthing fun stuff. Like what was left behind. How come did he delete it? What?
At the merch. Here we are. At the merch thing, and there's an entire closet full
Where
of
there are all these this closet where a
hashtag
lot of
woke.
these shirts that say hashtag stay woke.
Here we are.
But what does
Here we are.
what did the
the
other
merch
shirts say? Can you
thing.
see? No one can see. Oh, these blue shirts I think say you belong here.
And there's an
And what does that hashtag say? Twitter cares. Is it at Twitter cares? Oh no, Twitter careers. Ugh.
entire
I can't imagine why so many of these shirts were left behind.
Secret closet of hashtag woke.
And then there's another shirt back here. Can we really see what it says? Big. Something is happening. All this hype. And it's like, stop fucking around with making shirts. Like, just do your job. Just do your freaking job. Someone said that. Oh, Reddit Libertarian said they shed their skin when they left. This is a cartoon. I've decided this is racist. And I've decided you no longer have the power to silence dissent by calling everything racist. That's great. Blair White, thank God you took over. Oh my God. Here's Jack wearing the Stay Woke shirt. Oh, that's a find. Okay, that's really funny. 44 billion. Oh, what would be a funny tweet? I spent $44 billion and all I got was this lousy t-shirt. This goes over well. And all I got was this lousy t-shirt. Who knows? Maybe someone said it already. Give it a whirl. Interesting. Or is it a big distraction? Andy Ngo responded, "Hands up, don't shoot" is one of the biggest hoaxes to come from the American left in the last decade. That big lie has inspired many to become radicalized and militant. He should have passed them out as he fired employees while exiting the building. Oh, that would have been so funny as a keepsake. We are completely unbiased, Twitter employees. Literally, this is like a who's who of like my buddies, this reply list here. It's a Gundam. I will burn them for you, Mein Fuhrer. Gundam is so funny. Ian Miles Shaw, he sometimes has a good take. That is hilarious and explains so much about the old regime. The social justice warriors even had their own adorable uniforms at Twitter. Staying woke. Okay, Gavin McInnes wants a picture of him on stage. I have plenty. Can I do two things at once is always the question. Hold on. Okay, yes, I have plenty. I have plenty of pictures. Hold on, let me send them. Got a mix and then a clip of him limping. All right. This is hilarious. A lot of people are suspect of Elon Musk. Like who was I listening to that's suspect of him? Whitney Webb. She's like, are we really trusting the guy who made the Neuralink brain chip with our free speech platform? So she's suspect of him. What if this is just his way for us to like, oh, $8 a month for Twitter, but it comes with a free Neuralink brain chip. Mwahaha. Dr. Peter McCullough is trending. They probably want to get him unbanned from Twitter. Oh, wow. Dr. Robert Malone and Peter McCullough have not had their accounts restored. Wasn't Fauci's last day yesterday? That's kind of exciting. And even on his way out, he was still like, get your boosters. Remember, Thanksgiving's coming. Turkeys hate COVID. What's up, Klukin? Kyle Klukin. Happy birthday was declared by the courts to be public domain. I know. That's what I was saying. It was controlled by, I think, Warner Music. They tried to collect royalties on it, and a court struck them down and made it public domain. Well, tell that to the YouTube claim department. I hope they're seeing this. Guys, if you're listening, come on. It's happy birthday, for fucking Christ's sakes. Joshua. What's up, Joshua? Oh, this is Joshua version 29. What happened to the first 28? Thanks for the 5. Musk exposing the complete clown show Twitter was before Elon's era is epic. Not many would let that part of the company's past be known. Yeah, because he is a character. I think he's like a bit of a showman himself. He's kooky. He definitely wants people to find him entertaining and find him funny. I wonder what his you know what I'm going to say. I wonder what his sign is, but there is definitely like a peacocky performative element to his personality, which I don't hate, but I also don't want a freaking brain chip in my head. So I'm just going to keep an eye out. Overall, yeah, Twitter is better. It's more fun. And it's interesting to hear from the people that think it's going down, or the people that have been losing followers, losing bots, or they're just very much brainwashed still by mainstream media. But we're gonna see what's gonna happen. Are you guys excited for Thanksgiving? Is anyone going away anywhere? Is anybody staying home? Oh, okay. Frank sent me something very interesting. Something very Thanksgiving related. If you know Frank, you know that what he sent me is a Tiermaker. I enjoy a Tiermaker too, though. But this one is for Thanksgiving sides. Dun, dun, dun. You know how this works. S tier. Okay, they've now called it elite. You will get seconds of it. Orange is great. Slightly less orange is okay. Yellow is maybe. Green is hard pass, even though I feel like the colors should be in the opposite direction. But what do I know? I am not a tier maker person. Okay, I mean, I know what I would pick, but I will consider the opinions of the chat, of course, because we are a group. We are doing this together. Our James Chrissy, please ask Dr. Deborah So to come on Simcast to educate Venti and Melanie on the porn topic. So is anti-woke and a former clinical sex researcher. She says porn isn't addictive. I wonder if it's you who had recommended them to me before. I'm writing this down again because I love talking to people like this. But that's the thing. You have to be open to a different point of view. And I'm probably guilty of this too. Sometimes we choose how we want to feel about a certain topic, and no amount of new information will steer you away from, because it's a feeling. It's based on emotions. So it's like if you've decided to feel a certain way about something, like if porn really deeply bothers like Venti and Melanie, and they for themselves know that they don't want anything to do with it. They don't want their partners to have anything to do with it. Maybe more information is not going to help, because ultimately that comes down to like their personal choice. But this woman sounds very interesting, so I'm gonna look into her. And if not Simcast, for sure a one-on-one. Oh, I just added somebody to a Simcast. Who was I speaking with? Hannah Franz. She's gonna do December something or other. Yeah, Hannah Franz. She's gonna do December 4th. Make a note, everyone. Okay. Anyway, onto the sides. Hold on. What are you saying that I said? I watched a porno and now I can't feel love. I never said that. That is not a quote from me. Okay. Anyway, onto the Tiermaker. God, this is so all right. We're doing this like, no, we're not on keto. We're not trying to adhere to any dietary needs. We're not trying to lose weight, get svelte. This is straight up on taste. This is like, it's your last meal. Okay. This is going to be so weird, and this is going to expose like how I grew up with not a lot of money, but like honestly, cranberry out of the can is S tier for me. I know this exposes my parents' financial situation, but I just love it. It's so good. You can eat it straight out the can. It's good with nothing. It's good by itself. It's good on turkey. Jelly cranberry. And then we have cranberry sauce, which is like, maybe. I think maybe. I'll try it. But I'm not going to get hard for cranberry sauce like I am for can-shaped cranberry. Okay. I really do love biscuits. And it's tricky because it's like I'm reminded of the Thanksgiving food, the version of this Thanksgiving food I had growing up versus like what would be the best case scenario. Green bean casserole. I'm moving on because this I had a lot of growing up. We ate this green bean casserole. My mom and or sister would make this every time. So this is already hitting the nostalgia for me, but I have not had it since. Like maybe this is not an Italian dish, because like I have not had this once at Frank's house with Frank's family. So, but I would definitely try it. I would say, God, the Crispies are what make it. I would say it's okay. Or is it great? No, it's okay. but it's nostalgia. Cornbread, definitely great. Even bad cornbread is still cornbread. But what about biscuits? Okay, biscuits I'm going to put on S tier, especially if you've had Cracker Barrel biscuits. Holy fuck, those are good. Holy crap, they're good. Mm-hmm. Oh, yes, the Marion Nation. I do have to get a t-shirt design going. Completely agree on the cranberry sauce. Thank you so much. Okay. I feel seen. I feel heard. Nothing out of a can, boosh. What do you know? What did you have money growing up? Must be nice to make everything yourself. No, it's all good. I think it's no one's in control over like how they were raised, right? It's fun to make fun of it. Klugen, to say something can't be addicting is foolish. They are people addicted to many mundane things. True. There's a woman on My Strange Addiction that would eat cat hairballs. There are people addicted to a lot of mundane things. Anything that offers a person a high level of gratification could become addicting. That is true. And if you have some people do have an addictive personality. And like I've known alcoholics who, even though they stop drinking alcohol, they'll go on like a weed bender or an Adderall bender, or they will treat their romantic partner like the addiction. So a lot of times these traits can pass on to other things. Good point though, Kluken. Kluken, always with the good takes. Okay, back to the important part, which is these sides right here. Biscuits are so good. It's hard to fuck up a biscuit. Again, they're great alone. They're great with food. They're great leftover. Cornbread is good, but it can get stale, which is I mean, everything can get stale, but I think a stale biscuit is more palatable than a stale cornbread. But good cornbread is really fucking good. Biscuits is more kind of like all the time eating, whereas cornbread is like, okay, it's a holiday, or like someone in your house really likes to cook. I'm open to moving. I'm open to being convinced, like moving things around. Sad that red wine is the only alcohol represented in this Tiermaker. I mean, like, depending on how you were raised, I mean, to me, red wine is going to go in S tier because alcohol can save a holiday. I've had many holidays saved by alcohol in my parents' house growing up. Like, literally, rum chata, I think, saved a whole holiday. Like, my mom, between like me and my mom and maybe my sister, we drank a whole bottle of rum chata, and it made everything better. Like, there was less fighting. It was more fun. Okay, roasted vegetables are giving me nostalgia feelings right now because we always had roast vegetables growing up. Like, my mom just anything that was easy is what we had. Like, you could just throw them on a pan with some salt, oil. Very easy to make. I guess you could blend them and waffles is on the bed. You could blend them and throw them in a soup. I think roasted vegetables are great. Right. If we're talking like okay, all these items are at their best. I take away my previous theory about something being stale. Like, let's assume everything here is at its best. Roasted vegetables, pretty fucking good. Also like kind of good for you. You could sort of tell it. But if you're from the camp of, this is Thanksgiving, I don't want a vegetable anywhere near my plate. I understand those people. I used to be one of those people. I still think that the roasted vegetables are, so it really comes down to like, maybe I'm getting distracted here. Maybe we should stick to the vegetables. Sorry, I'm in too many group chats. This is what life is like. You just answer group chats. All right, let's get Brussels sprouts up on here. Brussels sprouts, I'm going to say, not everyone loves them, which is why I'm not putting them in S tier. I've had incredible Brussels sprouts. I'm putting them at great and leaving them here for a second while I explain. Like, they can be there. Yes, they've been very trendy. Like, Brussels sprouts have very much had a moment the last couple of years. Like, fancy restaurants will do these, sort of charred with like a Caesar drizzle over it. That can be very good. You could throw cranberries in there. They are, what people have been able to do with Brussels sprouts. What are you barking about? She just will literally like wake up from a sleep and be like, bark, and like have no idea. She like maybe hears something. People have been able to do incredible things with Brussels sprouts. Like you take them by themselves, they're very plain, boring. They're a child's worst nightmare. Like which of us did not hate Brussels sprouts growing up? I think Brussels sprouts have made like the biggest comeback story. They've had the best glow up of any of these other vegetables really in my lifetime. So I'm going to put them, they've made some real strides over the years. Would I get seconds? Right. Would I get seconds? I mean, fucking red wine goes goes in the I'm drinking wine or some kind of alcohol all day long, like starting in the morning. I don't know if that makes me a bad person. So I am putting it in front of the cranberry for that reason. Like it's the glue that holds the holidays together. Am I going to get seconds of roasted vegetables? No. Am I going to get seconds? Well, I used to get seconds of the freaking green bean casserole, but again, I haven't had that in years. It all comes down to like, yes, it's good, but are you going to get seconds? All right, I need to go to the chat for this vegetable portion. It's a real it's a real rags to riches story. Are you talking about Brussels sprouts? You would rather have broccoli than sprouts? Broccoli can also be made in fun ways. Like you can make it into a slaw with some slivered almonds, some more of a nut. I think broccoli goes with more of a nut than Brussels sprouts do. And broccoli is easier to make. Broccoli, I think, is harder to fuck up than Brussels sprouts. Like, unless you steam the ever-loving fuck out of broccoli, like, it's good. It's still gonna be okay. Throw some garlic and oil or butter, like, it'll be all right. Some of the vegetables are way more expensive. Yes! Everything is so much more. It's fucking crazy. I've been hearing that it's actually might even be cheaper to go out for Thanksgiving than to buy everything and make it yourself. Roast sprouts after boiling with butter. Aha! Yes, you boil them first. You kill their will. And then you roast them. Damn. Have you guys heard what's happening to there's a lot of protests happening in Iran right now. It's like a lot of teenagers and a lot of like young women. It's crazy. We have a lot of problems in this country, but like every once in a while I hear some news and I go, at least we're not Iran. Things could be worse. I could be in the street burning with burqa right now. No rice on the list. No rice dressing on the list. Rice dressing? What the hell is rice dressing? I'm going to need some context for that. Broccoli sprouts and asparagus spears mixed. Yeah, that would be like the most ultimate make my pee smell weird salad. Okay, another vote for steaming the Brussels sprouts first and then frying them in bacon fat with garlic and red bell pepper. Ooh, okay. So no matter what, steam them first and then fry them or roast them. NVIDIA doesn't like Brussels sprouts. She can't even be in the same building. So, wow. I hope that doesn't come between us. Yeah, no one's out here eating Brussels sprouts plain. Which does that take them down a notch? Like Brussels sprouts need a lot of assistance. Like Brussels sprouts is like an ugly woman who looks great in makeup. Like really knows how to do her makeup. That's Brussels sprouts. Like if you were to wash it all away in there and take Brussels sprouts at their rawest form, you'd be like, "Oh God, get away from me." Like this is a rock bottom situation. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about them done up at their best. Caramelized Brussels sprouts with bacon. Yes. Okay. Bacon is like the all-star. Bacon makes everything on this list better. Okay, I'm getting hungry, like reading all this chat. Cluking like some steamed with cheese. Okay. I like how we seamlessly went from talking about porn to Thanksgiving sides. It all connects. I thought you didn't care about other nations. I think I probably said that on a day when I was upset about how much money we've given to the Ukraine. Not that I don't care about them. I just, as a person who lives in this country, I care. I care like 80% about this country and then like 20% about other countries generally, because this is where I live. Does that make me a bad person? I don't know. Okay, back to the vegetables. Mashed potatoes, I don't care for. Like, okay, now it's like I am going back to my feelings, like my diet feelings. Because honestly, mashed potatoes is like it's fat people food. It's really like, yeah, okay, butter, salt, sure, but it's not. I don't know. Has anyone ever been really like blown away by somebody's mashed potatoes? Has anyone had like life changing mashed potatoes? I doubt it. Like, yeah, you have them out. They're easy to make. They're there. It's like an old dependable friend, like I'm here when you need me, but like you're not gonna be having any fun. But I am here. I'm here to listen to you. That's what mashed potatoes are. Am I gonna have 'em on my plate? Like maybe no. Like I've gone plenty of holidays where mashed potatoes have not even touched my plate. I know that's like a hot take. Mashed potatoes are most people's like go-to. What I'm upset that's not on here are sweet potatoes. Like why are they calling them escalloped when they're just called scalloped? Like, why are there 2 kinds of regular potatoes but no sweet potatoes? See, that's my problem here. Hard pass on these scallop potatoes. All right, we're firmly in the potato category. Talk to me about your feelings about mashed potatoes, scallop potatoes. I also think if sweet potatoes were in the mix here, I would put them in the great category. Maybe even seconds. Okay, so one thing I'm lying. It's right here. I'm literally blind. Okay, sweet potato casserole was here the whole time. Okay, whew, what a relief. Okay, because this is really a staple. This was a staple growing up. We had this sweet potato casserole covered in marshmallows. It's like your first time as a kid where you can eat marshmallows as part of your meal. So I think kids like it unless they're picky about sweet potatoes. But like you have this moment of like, oh fuck, I can eat marshmallows like for the meal. Like maybe you scrape off like more marshmallows than you need, but they're fun. Would I get seconds? Honestly, maybe. I think my mom, and who knows, maybe this recipe is lost forever. I gotta ask my sister, but my mom would make this sweet potato casserole and she would have like a crusted walnut layer kind of over it too, in addition to the marshmallows. So fucking good. Probably retarded amounts of sugar, but like definitely one of these Thanksgiving standbys. I don't know. I think it could be elite level because it's just so particular to Thanksgiving to me. Like you can have Brussels sprouts whenever. Like, are you really gonna have sweet potato casserole whenever? No. If you do, it's pretty decadent. So it's like, am I gonna bump biscuits down? Maybe. Okay. This is getting really difficult. I'm gonna refer to the chat about potatoes. Let me go. What are your guys' feelings on the potatoes? Matthew Hammond, have you read the story about what has changed with Brussels sprouts that have made them taste better in the last 20, 30 years and remove bitterness? No. Did something happen to them? All right. What do I even Google to know this answer? What happened to Brussels sprouts? I swear, whoever is like, if anybody's looking at my search history, like, which I would never be ashamed of, by the way, it's just hilarious. 'Cause it contains things like what happened to Brussels sprouts? How to fix common issues. What? Ew, this is like a weird ESG article that I found. This is from Forbes. Ew. No-kill chickens. Weird. I don't like that. All right, let me stick to the topic at hand, which is Brussels sprouts. Ooh, okay. Is anybody air frying their turkey? Damn, these look good. Oh my God. Okay, I'm showing this article just for like these pictures. We're gonna find out about the Brussels sprouts, Matthew. Blade 2.0. If you use something called a ricer to make mashed potatoes, you will feel like a changed person. I know that people have made cauliflower in the ricer. That sounds kind of healthy. Let me bring up this. Oh, I can't do the article and the Tiermaker at the same time. Look at these pictures of the food. Ugh. So good. Yes, you can air fry your Thanksgiving turkey. Here's how. Wow. Okay. Everyone, air fryers are truly having a moment right now. It's the kitchen appliance that keeps on giving. The air fryer is gearing up to be the star of Thanksgiving dinner this year as the mini convection oven becomes a must-have holiday hack for cooking a juicy, delicious turkey in a timely manner. Butterball hotline attendants have been flooded with inquiries about how to cook air fryer turkeys in recent years, so they've been told to answer culinary questions via phone, call, or text message. It's a sign of the convenient cooking times. Air fryer usage is, I mean, it's also like a lot of, I don't know, people have less space now. Maybe more people are living in apartments because they can't afford a house. So it's like an air fryer is like easier. Air fryer usage is up more than 60% the last 2 years, according to data from market research from the MPD Group. And the popular countertop staple is taking flight on social media too, with the hashtag air fryer searched more than 5 billion times on TikTok. An air fryer turkey has garnered more than 925,000 views on TikTok as well. Anything you make in the oven can be done in the air fryer. It just does it faster. Says Ali Walensky, a New York City-based food writer. Can't believe she still has a job. Like, I just feel like these types of unnecessary. Oh, maybe she. All right, she doesn't work for anyone. She's like works for herself. Recently experimented with air frying a turkey breast. Okay, the breast is not the whole turkey. Advising readers to invest in a large air fryer if they want to cook the entire bird. How good does this look? This makes me want to put stuffing in top tier. Yum. Because air fryers work with a basket that drains out the fat and drippings. It's easy to use that basket to make the gravy after you're done. For small fryers, is this just like a big air fryer ad? I wouldn't be surprised. For smaller air fryers, Butterball gave the Post instructions for preparing an air fried turkey breast. The company recommends that at-home cooks thaw out the bird first, then remove the ribcage with kitchen shears and prepare the breast with preferred seasonings and cooking spray. Next, with the temperature set to 400 degrees, place the breast in the air fryer basket, skin side up. There's areas where there's no skin. And prepare to cook for 45 to 60 minutes until the temperature of the bird is at 165. How are you going to know what the temperature of the bird is? Just touch it. Let the turkey stand. Can you tell I haven't cooked a turkey before? Let the turkey stand for 10 minutes before carving. Butterball advises. This new trend gets you quick and crispy turkey in no time. Use this technique for a smaller size turkey. Ooh. Yeah, if I was still living in an apartment, I would get an air fryer. Donatella Arpea, a chef and partner at Noma Beach at Redfish in Miami, says that the bird should be cooked 7 to 10 minutes per pound and suggests adding butter under the skin. Ooh. Use a lot of olive oil, butter, and your favorite seasoning for air fryer turkeys that are juicy on the inside with crispy skin. Arpea. Remember to cook and flip. When it's done, just let it rest in the air fryer for 10 minutes before slicing. Sides also play a supporting role in the air fryer. Arpea said encouraging home cooks to toss in Brussels sprouts, green beans, and potatoes for crisp accompaniments to turkey. Do you put them in at the same time? I love roasting sweet potatoes or root vegetables. Brussels sprouts come out perfectly crispy. Remember, less is more. Too much oil in the air fryer makes vegetables sogs. We don't want any sog vegetables. I still can't believe Tom Brady and Giselle are getting divorced. Whoa. All right, this is where I get distracted. Okay. Would you guys be open to cooking a turkey in the air fryer? My God, look how good these photos look. I must be hungry. Okay. The air fryers, I think sometimes like come in like, I don't know, that big. Okay. I'll be honest. A Brussels sprouts article. Oh, NVIDIA found it. Okay. She's on the case for Brussels sprouts. We will be back to the Tiermaker, but I really do need to get to the bottom of this. Why Brussels sprouts taste better than they did when you were a kid? Probably because if you were me, your mom didn't really like care about like making things taste good per se. It's a fact of growing older that Brussels sprouts didn't taste quite as gross as you remember. While maturing taste buds may have something to do with this change of heart, it's also apparent that the taste of Brussels sprouts has genuinely changed. What? How? Brussels sprouts are a human creation. What? You won't find these little leafy things growing anywhere in the wild because they're the product of centuries of selective breeding, just like many of the people around you. No, I'm kidding. Just like many of the vegetables you find in today's supermarkets. Ancestors of the sprout are thought to have originated in ancient Rome, but they likely took on the form we recognize today around the late Middle Ages in Belgium. Hence the name Brussels sprout. However, the cultivation of Brussels sprouts underwent a major revolution around just 60 years ago, which farmers argue was the start of their bad reputation. How'd they get a bad reputation? In the late 1960s, our industry switched over to mechanized harvesting, which required a plant that would mature fairly evenly over the entire stem. Huh. Says Steve Bottindelli. I don't know why I put perfume on today. Like, I feel like it's just part of getting dressed, but now it's like I've been sneezing. A Brussels sprouts farmer. First of all, nobody says Brussels sprouts. Everyone says Brussels sprouts. They might as well just change it. Okay, so they made this sort of stocky looking creation. Mechanized harvesting. Interesting. I still don't know how the fuck this came to be. The cicada seed company developed it in the first plants that would mature evenly, and they were beautiful and green with lots of production, but they were horribly bitter, and we turned off an entire generation. Wow. So it's a GMO, basically. In the face of mechanized agriculture. Is it a GMO? Or maybe did they just finagle with it? I don't know how to sit so that I'm comfortable. This is literally like I never know how to sit. I don't know where to put my legs ever. Brussels sprouts picked up that unpleasant tang that so many grew to detest. The once beloved vegetable fell from grace and became the butt of all the jokes around the Christmas dinner table. I mean, usually it's a person in your family, but yeah, if you have no issues in your family, yeah, you're just going to make fun of the Brussels sprouts. By the 1990s, the big sprout industrial complex had had enough and started to look into ways to make Brussels great again. MABA. No, never mind. A study published in 1999 by scientists from the seed and chemical company Novartis managed to pinpoint the specific compounds that gave Brussels sprouts their undesired bitterness. Two glucosinolates called sinigrin and progoitrin. Progoitrin? I don't know. This helped to prompt a number of seed companies to sift through the gene banks to look for old varieties of vegetables that happen to have low levels of the bitter chemicals, according to NPR. Wow. So this is like DNA. They're like toyed with the DNA of Brussels sprouts. These less bitter varieties were then cross-pollinated with modern high-yielding ones aiming to get the best of both worlds. a better tasting product that could be cultivated on an industrial scale. After years of patience, they eventually produced a crop that was both tasty and economically viable. And just like that, the former glory of Brussels sprouts was restored, shifting this vegetable from a culinary pariah to a prized side dish. But what a glow up, honestly, a true glow up story. Brussels sprouts, you hung in there, girl. Despite the valiant efforts of scientists to restore the pleasant flavor of sprouts, however, there's some evidence to suggest that hatred of the vegetables is hardwired into some people. Yeah, like kids. What the fuck do they know? Okay, genetics plays a huge role in your tastes. Taste receptors are produced from instructions encoded in our DNA. Really? You know what was encoded in my DNA? If you don't like it, you're going to starve. There is significant variation in the DNA code between individuals. This includes at least 25 receptors that detect different bitter molecules and can impact the flavor of certain vegetables. I wonder if this is the same reason why some people just cannot do not parsley, the other thing where people go, "Oh, it tastes like soap." Cilantro. One of these receptors is taste receptor 2 member 38. Oh, okay. Thank God I know which one. A protein that's encoded by the TAS2R38 gene that controls the ability. They could literally just say anything and be like, "Oh, wow, fascinating." That controls the ability to detect a bitter compound called again with these big words, propylthiouracil. Propylthiouracil. If you have this gene, there's a higher chance you'll dislike bitter green vegetables such as broccoli and Brussels sprouts. Yeah, but then why are all kids basically against these at some point? Maybe because it was like glamorized by my 80s propaganda. So if you think Brussels sprouts have improved in recent decades, it's not your imagination. However, if you remain a die-hard sprout detester, then there's a good chance you can blame the DNA passed down from your mom and dad. Thanks, mom and dad. Wow, only one comment. Interesting article. Although I would have thought this was obvious. Just look at the strength and taste of cannabis over the past 3 decades. Lol. Likes to smoke. All right. Interesting. Now we know a little bit something about Brussels sprouts. See, we learn here on this show. This isn't just fluffy. This isn't just all like fluff, this isn't just like something to have on in the background while you do other things. I mean, it is that very much. Okay, I did that. Thanks, Matthew Hammond. So smart. We talked about the ricer. I replied with the Brussels sprouts article on your tweet about today's stream. Fried and smoked turkey are the best. Okay, I think that was the one NVIDIA found. What's up? This is a new person. Adavin became a new member. Awesome. Welcome. Everything is GMO. All right. Well, let's not get depressed. Okay, we need to get back to the sides. Let's not take sides here. Oh boy. Okay. So Brussels sprouts, now that we know the story of the Brussels sprouts like comeback story, does that change the ranking? Would I get seconds? No. I like Brussels sprouts, but I'm not going to get seconds. If I'm going to get seconds, it's going to be of the sweet potato casserole. And it's definitely going to be of stuffing. Like stuffing, unless it's really bad dry stuffing. But if it's that good, mushy, nutty, like stuffing can be so many things. It can be like more turkey based, like there could be turkey bits in there, like the dark meat. There could be nuts in there. There could be little peas. How do you even make stuffing? I think my mom would just like take out the insides of the turkey and involve that somehow in the stuffing. I don't know if that's right or wrong, but definitely S tier for me. Stuffing, sweet potato casserole, and again, I'm gonna down this whole can of cranberry sauce. Like I'm gonna just throw that thing back. I'll eat it the next. Yeah, this is weird, and only as an adult have I really felt this way about the cranberry in the can. As a kid, I was like, what's the big deal? Mac and cheese. Again, I'm going to put this with mashed potatoes as it's fat people food. It doesn't belong on a Thanksgiving table. I even feel like hard pass on mac and cheese. I just think it's dumb. It's like even good mac and cheese is not that great. It's like a stupid food to get excited about. Like at best, what it's kind of burnt and there's different cheeses on it. Like big deal. It's still like a textural snooze. It's just like mushy and like you're like, okay, well, same thing as mashed potatoes. It's like not gonna keep you guessing and excited the way that stuffing and sweet potato casserole have all these different tactile elements. I'm not even using the right words, but it's how I feel. Mac and cheese, mashed potato are snooze foods. I might even hard pass because honestly, if it's Thanksgiving and there's already so much good stuff on the table, like mac and cheese, you can have literally whenever. I know this might not go over well. I'm gonna check the chat. 7 kinds of cheese and expensive stuffing is almost all bread. True. Mac and cheese needs something more to be good. Pulled pork. Absolutely. If it's fancy. Are you a cooking, buying, or visiting? Visiting. Hopefully helping to cook a little bit, but definitely making a pie, which I have to do that. I have to get my pie shit together. Yeah. Pasta. Get the fuck out of here. Unless you're Italian, then I'm told that lasagna needs to be on the Thanksgiving table, which I don't understand, but I will accept it. Look, I can deal with your bad take on mashed potatoes, but this rejection of mac and cheese is where I draw the line. Ugh, it's just why? It reminds me of like picky kids or like unhealthy adults who don't eat anything else. Like, who's eating mac and cheese? Like, nobody that's eating mac and cheese like really respects themselves. I think there's a difference between like indulging on Thanksgiving and just eating like a fat person. And mashed potatoes, you can't have both. You can't have both mashed potatoes and mac and cheese. Mac and cheese to me is not Thanksgiving eat, which is why it gets the hard pass. Even escarole potatoes are more Thanksgiving eat than mac and cheese. Okay. All right. Dinner rolls. Again, why do we have dinner rolls up here when we have biscuits and cornbread? I don't know. But if all 3 are on the table, why would you fuck with a dinner roll when you can have a biscuit? It's crumbly. I guess if you're a person who doesn't want that crumbly element to your bread, maybe you're more of like a boring person, then you'd be like, yeah, let me get a dinner roll. Or maybe you're super hungover. You'd be like, I just need a dinner roll. I need to get it together. Okay. I drank too much last night. Let me just start with a dinner roll and I'll figure some things out. So it's like, it's plain, it's calm. Again, it's inoffensive, which is why I'm going to put it at okay. I will allow it. Oh, sparkling juice. Okay. For my children and my boring people who don't drink on holidays, you got to have it. Am I going to have seconds? No, but you should offer it. Is it great? No. I would say it's okay. Have it out. Put it in a fancy glass. Make the kids feel like they're part of the drinking community early. So that way when they're old enough to drink, they can be like, yeah, I was prepared for this by sparkling juice. Or give it to grandma. You always got to get a sparkling apple out. It's fun. Why the hell not? It's Thanksgiving. I'm putting it at the top tier of okay. Is it great? Does that make it great even? Right, because you're not going to have sparkling juice on any other day. Could I say what do you guys think about sparkling juice? What's going on? Jewish people do eat Chinese food on Thanksgiving. I think sparkling juice is like a relatively inexpensive way to like fancy up the whole meal. It's corn. All right. What do we think about corn? Again, I don't think corn is a particularly Thanksgiving-y type food. I'm never unhappy to see corn. It's like, oh, that's fun. Yeah, corn still has way more personality than mashed potatoes do. Is corn okay? Yeah, it's okay. I feel like okay and maybe could be one category. But am I personally gonna pick up corn and eat it? I might. Maybe a little piece. All right, I'll put corn in okay. But I'm moving sparkly juice over. I even sometimes I'm thinking I'm really, really like rethinking my stance on the green bean casserole. Oh well. Okay, ham. How do you guys feel about ham? To me, ham is more of an Easter thing. I don't really think of ham as a Thanksgiving food. Thanksgiving is like, all right, either you're about the turkey or you're about the sides or you're about both. Like, don't introduce a new meat into the mix. Don't introduce a foreign object. Ham, save your ham for Christmas or Easter. Will I be upset to see a ham out? No. Am I going to go for it? Probably not. Is it a hard pass? No, because it's keto friendly. I would say it's okay. I mean, in theory, I don't like that it's there, but again, it's like it's keto friendly. Gravy, yes. Gravy, I'm doing elite status. Similar to gravy is the wine of the food world. You can put it on everything. It makes everything better. You can dunk it, and a gravy is a very Thanksgiving-y type food to me. Even if, whoever made the food sucks at cooking, gravy can save a holiday, can save the bad food, much like red wine can save bad company. Let me refer to the chat on our thoughts on gravy. Oh, Ari's here. I'm going to send you a link, Ari. I don't know if you're bored. But I am discussing Thanksgiving sides. I'm sending you the link. What the hell, dude? Sometimes you open up Twitter and it shows you the weirdest fucking thing. Like a man in a sheer bathing suit. Like, that's not really what I wanted to see, but Twitter gonna Twitter. Okay, I sent you the link, Ari. Juice. All right. Let me go back. Ham. Thoughts on ham. Some of you are pro ham. Some of you are anti ham. Store-bought ham is trash. Yes, thank you. 100% Sean Bird. Ham is Thanksgiving and Easter, not Thanksgiving. Corn is summer food. Okay, true. You're right. Corn is not really in season during Thanksgiving. Yeah, if we're talking about like the best of the best, I don't think corn is a Thanksgiving food. Ham is not a Thanksgiving food. I'm going to put it down to maybe, and I think I'm going to put corn down to maybe. If I'm being really elitist about this, I would put mashed potatoes, ham, and corn all in hard pass. And maybe that's what I'll do. Corn, save that shit for summer. Ham, save that shit for Christmas and Easter. Mashed potatoes, I understand mashed potatoes are part of the Thanksgiving palette. Like I alone can't keep mashed potatoes away from the people. That doesn't mean I have to like it or go for it. Okay. Man, I'm getting fired up about ham. Only happens once in a while. Corn on the cob is nice, but I agree it's a summer food. Wow, I hate that I agree with you on most of these. Ha ha! Something from CJB. Cilantro tasting like soap is due to a genetic variant. My father has a variant and tastes soap. I don't have it and love cilantro. That's cool. Good for you. You were spared. You were spared in the genetic soup. Pilgrim Media. Best of luck and happiness to you and Frank. My first instinct was like, what the heck is this about? I'm like, oh, thanks. Just well wishes. I'm not used to getting them. Thanks, Pilgrim. Oh, Pilgrim, it's your day. Happy Thanksgiving to Pilgrim Media. Ari, you're making me hungry, Chrissy, and I still need to hit the gym. Happy Thanksgiving. Love you too. I know I missed the gym this morning. I'm really upset about it. I dragged my feet this morning and I missed my window. Maybe I'll go for a run outside. Maybe I'll take the dogs to the park. Okay. That's what I want to do. Back to the sides. Okay. Again, ham. No place at Thanksgiving. Corn. Eat your corn. You have all summer and beginning of fall to eat corn. Why are you fucking with corn on Thanksgiving? Escalloped potatoes. Why? Just make your dumb mashed potatoes. If you want to make fun, fancy potatoes, make a sweet potato casserole. Or do roasted vegetables. But why? Why spend the time to put laying down the slices of potatoes? No. I feel like everyone's kind of with me on the escalloped potatoes. Creamed corn. Okay, we have regular corn, but why also creamed corn? Creamed corn, I guess it is more of a Thanksgiving thing because it's packaged. It's probably like creamed corn was probably created like, oh, we have all this corn from the summer. We got to package it away. Thus, creamed corn was born as a Thanksgiving sign, way more Thanksgiving-y than the straight up corn. Am I going to go for it? Maybe if I'm in like a bad place. Maybe. Yeah, I might. Okay, squash again. Okay, I should have added this to the vegetable conversation. But you know what? Is squash even a vegetable, or is it more of a starch? Should it really be like with the potato conversation? Squash? Are we just eating it like this? Are we just boiling it and cutting it into cubes? Again, like kind of boring. Squash, okay, very Thanksgiving like. Am I gonna go for it? No. Does it belong at Thanksgiving? Sure. I feel about it as I do about mashed potatoes. Maybe slightly. I have slightly more respect for squash than mashed potatoes. Like what are we doing with squash, people? What's happening to the squash? Like give me a dish of a squash thing that you've made, but just showing me squash, I'm not inspired. I don't feel emotionally I'm not pulling for you, squash, and you're not making it easy to like vote for you. Like show yourself. Be more like Brussel sprouts. Find maybe squash needs to have a come up the way that Brussel sprouts have had it. Like we just need a recipe for it. We need to figure out what to do with squash. Squash has not been properly like utilized yet. Maybe 2023 will be the year of the squash, but as of right now, it's not. Apple pie, I'm putting it at S tier because I do a really good apple pie. Apple pie is decidedly Thanksgiving-y. Apple pie is so good. It's like you can eat that shit for breakfast the next morning. Even a bad apple pie, you're still happy to see it. You're like, all right, cool. It's here. The holidays are here. Definitely are you getting seconds? Yeah, I mean, I think so. If we're doing seconds of desserts, yeah. What's so good is like just this crust part right here. Sometimes the crust is like the best part. But that's if you don't cook your insides properly. I really should do a video. Okay, pumpkin pie. I have strong feelings about pumpkin pie. Are we putting it S tier? Are we putting it? It's decidedly very Thanksgiving-y. Mushy, delicious. Old people like it. Old people also like apple pie. Inoffensive. Great with ice cream, as is apple pie. Both are great. This is why you need to make that fresh whipped cream, which is so easy to do. You know what? Let me fucking get a recipe for fresh whip. I keep talking about it. Ooh, you can make it with bourbon. Hello. Okay. Okay. One of my fondest memories from like Thanksgivings growing up would be my sister hunched over a bowl, furiously making the whip. Like that was her really mission at Thanksgiving. She would feel very passionately about always having a bowl of this fresh whip. And then maybe that is why it is so imprinted in my memory as being part of Thanksgiving. But okay, so here's what we need. This is a slightly more like fancy recipe. You don't even need all these ingredients. It's basically heavy cream, confectioner's sugar, and vanilla extract. The rest of this shit you don't really need. You don't need strawberries. You don't need citrus fruit if you're making. You don't need to make a parfait. You literally just need heavy whipping cream, which is like in the half and half section of the store. Confectioner's sugar is the powdered sugar, and vanilla extract. You can buy that in the baking aisle. It's like in a little brown bottle. So good. It's so good. It's the best. It's probably healthy for you even. And you can add a lot of fun things to the whipped cream. You can make it different flavors. You could probably someone's saying you can put pudding in it. I'm not about that. You could use it to make many different desserts. It's always good. Slap it on a pie, slap it on whatever's going on. Fresh whipped cream, worth it. 3 freaking ingredients. Like, why would you not? Just do everyone a favor and make a bowl of fresh whipped cream and just have it out and just eat it by yourself at night if you're feeling upset. It's also good for that. Okay. What's up, Porch? If you ever want it, I got my hands on a really good pumpkin pie recipe. I have made it myself, and the recipe makes for a really good pumpkin pie. Yes, of course, drop it in the Discord. We should all be flinging recipes back and forth this week. Yeah, pecan pie is not in the mix. The whipping will continue until the cream improves. It's cute. Whipped cream. See, this is like you're operating out of the same mentality of the people who buy their pie crusts. Oh, you can just buy it in a can. Well, guess what? You can buy everything in a freaking can, but it's Thanksgiving, so it's time to put in a little bit of effort, okay? They say. When it takes 3 ingredients and you're like, I'm going to buy a can instead, that shows your whole family that you don't give a fuck about them. Like if you're not worth throwing 3, like if the people in your life are not worth you making fresh whipped cream, like you need to take a good hard look at yourself and be like, why am I dead inside? Why do I not care? If you're finding yourself going, oh, I can just buy a pie crust. Oh, I can just buy whipped cream. Oh, I can just buy pre-made, even, if you're a mashed potato person. Oh, I can just buy the pre-made mashed potatoes. Take a good hard look at yourself. Take a good hard look in the mirror and go, why can't I just make my own whipped cream? It's because you didn't know you could, probably. Maybe this is just ignorance. I'm realizing I'm getting upset about things that people maybe shouldn't be upset about. That's what the holidays are all about. You get upset and you're like, what's going on with me? All right, so turkey, duh. It's obviously, at least in the great tier, turkey is, even if it's bad, turkey is still the linchpin of Thanksgiving. Are you going to get seconds? That depends on the turkey, how it's made. I'm a dark meat girl all the way. I know. You probably didn't guess that about me, but I really am. It's the one area of my life that I love dark meat. Is it worthy of seconds? Yeah, I think so. Especially with leftovers. It's like part of, I'm making myself a leftover plate. Of course, turkey is in the mix. Even if you hate turkey, you can't deny its existence. Even if you're like a sides person like me, it's like, honestly, turkey is like the dad of Thanksgiving. Like some people have complicated feelings about their turkey, but the turkey more or less was always there growing up. The turkey maybe didn't always taste good, but you're like, you could depend that the turkey would be there. Maybe the turkey didn't even like you. Maybe the turkey wished it could be at another home for Thanksgiving, but the turkey was there, and the turkey works hard. The turkey worked hard for many years to give you and your sister and your brother a good life. So you know what? Just accept the turkey as part of the holiday. It's there, whether you like it or not. And yeah, am I gonna get seconds? No, because I hate my dad. Me personally, no, but other people might have a great relationship with their turkey. Woo! Are you guys? Let's see. I don't know. I'm an outlier. I'm weird. What do you guys think about turkey? Because clearly, I've been compromised. Tomorrow, lad, new member. Welcome. Welcome. Mike Abraham. I F with this list. You really have to come to Thanksgiving with elevated dishes. Thank you. Thank you. It's the holidays for F's sake. Make things for the special days. Yes. The least you can do, people. If you're intimidated by baking, which I understand, it's a multi-step process. It's a lot of chemical reactions happening. The least you can do is make fresh whipped cream. It takes 3 fucking ingredients and you will impress people. They're gonna be like, wow, you made your own whipped cream? You could have just bought it in a can. And you look them dead in the eyes and you go, yeah, I know, but I made it because I care. And then people will feel bad / be impressed. Ezekiel Castleton, still love your you could be Dominican joke to Ripa. Wow, that must have been a long time ago when what was I judging him on judging his ethnicity? Yep, he could be. Deranged lunatic, but the turkey wouldn't let you have a skip it. Yeah. Honestly, the turkey probably didn't even know that I really wanted to skip it. That's how out of touch the turkey is. If you would ask the turkey, "Hey, what does Chrissy really want for Christmas?" The turkey would be like, "I don't fucking know. That's her mom's job. She buys all the gifts. I just go to work and drink coffee and leave." And leave the house when things get tense. This is funny. All my family issues are coming out on this Thanksgiving side Tiermaker. Yeah, Chris understands whipped cream. It's just whipped cream, sugar, and vanilla. Mhm. Yeah, the old whipped cream flex, if you do nothing this Thanksgiving, make your own whipped cream and go buy a pie from the store. I know there's a lot of men listening. You're probably like, I don't have fucking time to begin baking. I don't even know what baking is. I haven't even touched an oven. You can make your own whipped cream. You really can. Buy that store-bought pie, get your heavy whipping cream, your confectioner sugar, and your vanilla extract. You don't even have to like pre-make it. Bring those 3 things to wherever you're going for Thanksgiving and just you could whip it up there or give it to a woman and be like, "Look, I made these things. We can make fresh whipped cream." And I swear to God, the woman's like, "Oh my God, that's so great." Like she should flip out if she has correct values. It's impressive. Everyone likes whipped cream. Boost. Turkey is the centerpiece of a Thanksgiving dinner. The other sides can be mixed and matched, swapped out, but there is no Thanksgiving without the bird. However, yes, which is why my dad turkey metaphor was so good. Okay. The wild turkeys here are annoying. They bring traffic to a halt. One almost attacked me. I feel like wild turkeys and geese are probably like genetically similar in both. They have a very like aggressive tendencies. They are attack minded. The turkey thought that you were going after his kids. Oh, yeah. Why do they all think that? They're all like hair triggered. It took me a while to realize the turkey is symbolic. Yeah. The turkey brings it all together. It's like we're not all getting together to have a bunch of side dishes. Let's be real. I mean, we are, but it's like the turkey is like the Christmas tree. Yes. Okay, this is exactly it. The turkey is like the Christmas tree of Thanksgiving. You have to have it. If you don't have it, something went wrong, something got fucked up, someone died, something terrible happened. Like same thing with a Christmas tree. Like throw one up, even if it's artificial. You got to still try. Same thing with turkey. It can suck, but it has to be there. Just like the Christmas tree is the turkey of Christmas. We're having fun. Okay. What's up, Flagrant? I made my own pie crust from scratch. That a boy. It's not that hard. It's just time consuming. Exactly. Like going down on a chick. I have a machine on my spaceship that does all my cooking. I have no idea how it works. Well, that's because you're a spaceship vampire. That's what's frustrating about Thanksgiving is like you're someone who doesn't cook all the time or enjoy cooking, and then all of a sudden you have all this pressure, like, two big cooking related food-based holidays are coming up, and I understand that pressure. So you're like, which is why you probably, if you're hosting a Thanksgiving, you should really start thinking about what you're going to do, like beginning of October. Corn is too accessible to children. I'm serious. What? Oh, okay. Yeah, I agree. It's really sad. It's kind of sickening. But we're gonna keep it upbeat. You're making deviled eggs? Wow. Okay. Well, be prepared for everyone to complain about the smell unless they've just accepted the smell as part of your like egg habit. Corn is animal food. Oh, are you a Freemason, surfing bird? Okay. Am I doing a movie night tonight? Fuck, I really want to. I should be able to. I'm gonna look into that. I have this, and then I have a podcast at 3. I should definitely I'm gonna sneeze. Fuck. I will definitely have an answer by the end of this. The Minds. I should. I just gotta figure out how to get a movie up there. All right. I know. I should have had this set up already. I suck. It's funny how women always complain about cooking at Thanksgiving, but literally no one is asking them to do it. Yes, literally everyone is asking them to do it. You can ask for something without asking for something. Trust me, as a man, I would be happy with a pizza and beer. True, but it's like your minimal duty as a woman to throw together a Thanksgiving because like food is love, even if you're not Italian. Like Thanksgiving is your way to kind of like let your family know that you give a shit. And even if you're not a super domesticated woman, like that pressure is never going away. Even though you might not be asking the woman in your life to do it, it's like the world is asking them to do it. Like literally culture. It would be like the same thing, like, oh, no one's asking a man to work, but it would be nice if you brought in money. I don't know, maybe a terrible metaphor there. Illuminati confirmed. Thank you. I hate sneezing. Thank you, Keith. Accepting compliments. I make Thanksgiving dinner better than most ladies in my life, except for my mom. Good for you. Good skills to have. The man is in charge of the bird. I don't know. In my house, my dad was not cooking the bird. He had no business with the bird until it came out the oven. Then he would like dramatically get out his big knife and be like, everyone, look at me. And it would be like at a wedding, how like the couple cuts the cake, even though the couple had nothing to do with the cake. Couple didn't make the cake. Couple like tasted the cake at one point. But the catering hall, the baker made the cake. The baker did all the hard work. And literally the dumb married couple just comes out and gets all the attention of cutting it. And that is what dads are at Thanksgiving when it comes to the bird. It's like, you had nothing to do with that thing. Oh, but now that it's ready, you want to take credit for it and to get in that first slice? Good for you. My dad would actually cut up the whole bird. He wouldn't let anyone take any of it until he was done cutting up the whole bird. He would like make everyone sit there and wait. He was like very anal about it. And you couldn't have like one person you couldn't have like all dark or like you had to, it was very communist actually. I think that was because he liked the dark meat though. And he just didn't want us to take it all. Wow, I have a lot of issues. Okay. We're going to get through this, guys. NVIDIA. If you still want to watch the new Lindsay Lohan Christmas movie, I can send you that. What do you guys think? Would you be interested in doing the Lindsay Lohan Christmas movie watch along? Could be hilarious. Man, I'm so hungry. I don't know if this happens to you guys. Like I'll be not hungry all morning, not even care, not even thinking about it. And then out of nowhere, I'll be like, "Rah." It needs to be cut to order regarding the turkey. Yeah, he was anal. He's German and a Virgo. So everything had to be his way or the highway. Diced cherry mixed with Thousand Island dressing on paprika. It's always on the table at my in-laws. Never seen or heard about this dish in my life. What the fuck? Diced cherry mixed with Thousand Island dressing and what the hell is that? Hold on, we're gonna get to this, Buck. I'm starring this comment because I want to make sure we're finished up with this Tiermaker here. Yeah, please in the comments put your weird Thanksgiving like side dish or food where you like need help understanding it and breaking it down. Oh, Melanie said she would join if I had a stream. Maybe this could be a thing. Okay. Final look at the Tiermaker. Ham, get out of here. Corn, get out of here. Weird potatoes, get out of here. Mac and cheese, stop it. Respect yourself. Mashed potatoes, okay. Squash, okay. Then again, I don't know what you're gonna do with it, so I'm putting it at the end. Creamed corn, I get it. It's a Thanksgiving cranberry sauce. All right, sure. Maybe I should put it in okay. Green bean casserole, only up here for my own selfish nostalgic reasons. Dinner rolls, inoffensive, not gonna bother anyone. Sparkling juice, a fun addition, gonna make things fun. Pumpkin pie, Brussels sprouts, great. Cornbread, I mean, how do you guys biscuits, great. Cornbread, fun. Roasted vegetables, that's a fun side. I mean, is it great though? Maybe not. I think I'm gonna switch roasted vegetables with the green bean casserole. Because roasted vegetables ultimately, even if they're good, they're still like a little boring and it's just one thing by itself. Whereas green bean casserole, like you had to put that together. My reasoning for this like really doesn't make sense. Biscuits, cornbread. Yeah, dinner rolls you can buy. You can buy all these too, but it's more fun to make them. All right, I'm leaving it like this. Red wine, gravy, jellied cranberry. I could have a meal just on wine, gravy, cranberry. Potato casserole and stuffing. Honestly, this could be my meal. These 5 things. Yeah, that's it. I can change the background color. Wow, I could change the background color this whole time. Okay. Well, that's the Tiermaker, guys. I hope you felt okay about it. I'm sensing a less is more sense here. Yeah, I think so. Have just a couple really great things at Thanksgiving. You gotta have good, obviously turkey, duh, of course. But like, do a good stuffing. A sweet potato casserole is fun and fancy. Do a fun veggie. Like zhuzh it up. Like really put in the effort. If you have like one fun fancy vegetable, like good stuffing, a fun sweet potato, boom. It doesn't really matter if your turkey sucks because you got to have this. You'll have this gravy. You'll just pour it all over everything, and then the red wine in the clutch. Everyone will get along or not get along, but at least you'll feel good. Okay, now I need to get back to this comment. All right, Spectral's only had pumpkin pie once in his life. My man, go get yourself a pumpkin pie and bring it to wherever you're going to be on Thursday. It's good. You just should at least know what it tastes like. All right, we got to figure out what this weird side dish that Buck has been subjected to for years. Celery, Thousand Island dressing, paprika. I'm looking it up right now. Celery, paprika. Paprika. Okay. Thousand Island salad dressing. What the fuck? No, this is it's a dressing on how to make Thousand Island. All right, you don't need to do that. What the heck? All right, I'm just gonna look up celery salad. This seems weird though. This seems like poor people food. I know poor people food when I smell it, when I see it. If you're making something where the base ingredient is celery, you might have poor people food on your hands. Celery salad. Although celery, very good for making your you know what taste better. So I've heard. I still don't understand this dish that you were. I'm doing a DuckDuckGo image search. I don't see anything like what you're describing. Mm, okay, all right. I'm gonna just throw this up. What could go wrong with pictures of celery salad? I guess we're gonna see. Celery salad. This one, okay, because this involves chickpeas and onion and little cilantro. This could be fun. Corn, carrots. This is like a whole salad. That's fun. This looks fun too because it involves a bean. But you had celery by itself with Thousand Island dressing, which I don't understand. To me, that's like a mayonnaise sandwich. Why would you do that unless you're in a dire situation? Maybe it's like the struggle food from your family's past, so they keep it on the table to that's what it is. They probably keep it on the table to remind themselves of where they came from. Like, "Look, everyone, keep working, because if not, we're gonna have to go back to this celery and Thousand Island dressing days." Maybe it's like a reminder dish. Like, for me, my reminder dish would be noodles and butter. Like, "Look, you don't keep working hard, you're gonna be back you're gonna be right back where you started." It's a variation of Waldorf? Okay. Alright, I hear you. Let's see. Okay, what is happening here? Let's see. I feel like this involves apples and cranberry. Ugh, why? Who is eating this? What is the point? A Waldorf salad to me says, "I'm not a cook. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, but I tried." I did actually throw something together. Ugh. No. Who is eating this? Oh, I see celery here. So this is celery, what, a mayo-based dressing? Cranberries, walnuts, apples. Blech. So it's crunchy. This is probably something like this reminds me of the shit. Like, this is like my mom would make this in the 80s. Like, it seems healthy, but it's not filling or satisfying in any way, shape, or form. Ugh. Or if you have if an annoying, like, vegan guest at your house, you would make this for them and put it in a lettuce wrap and be like, "Here, eat this, and then get the fuck out of my house. Thanks for being a vegan at Thanksgiving, you weirdo." A lot of hostility on the stream today from me. Ew, I've never seen anything like this. But thank you for telling me. Celery dishes. Waldorf is apples. It's an apple salad. What's a Waldorf salad? Outest faulty towers? What? No. Cucumber and Marmite roll? Ew, what? I know it's famous, but should it be? Like, ambrosia is also famous. Ugh. Yeah, it does suck. Like a trifle salad. It does. It looks like someone pulled out all the plant scraps in a dish and added mayo. Yeah, again, it's a struggle meal. You can dress it up all you want, but in its essence, it's not good. It's not coming from a good place where anybody's like doing well. But you try because you're like, it's the holidays. We gotta throw some shit together. It's one thing to eat unhealthy food, but at least make it taste good. Yeah. Especially on Thanksgiving. Is it that time of the month? I don't think so. Not yet. Is it a full moon soon? Fruit salad with cherry. Hold our salad in the morning. Who eats breakfast? Ugh. I threw up once, and that's what it looked like. Wow. Thanks. TMI, mouse potato. Okay. Okay. Vegans are edible. Shredded carrot and lime jello. Ew. Yes. Why? Why are people putting carrots in their jello? Oh, I gotta feed the turtle. Remind me to feed the turtle. Marmite is better than Vegemite. Are they the same? Are they both Vegemite? You know what? You're right. You're right, NVIDIA. I'm being judgy today. The strike did get me in a mood. I was an hour late starting the show. I missed the gym. I'm giving today a C+ for me and myself. Mincemeat pie. Ew. Meat doesn't belong in a pie. Unless it's actually a chicken pot pie. I take it back. Yeah, I'm annoyed. Who the fuck gets struck over happy birthday? What the fuck is wrong with YouTube? The celery salad crab is a condiment. It's not food. It's something you would put on food. Here's your celery salad and a glass of mustard. Ooh, no. Why? Okay, thank you. I have to feed my turtle. I'm out of pellets. Iggy is out of pellets. And I'm starting to panic. Sure, I can go buy more pellets, but I'd rather just wait for them to like arrive. Or I could just drive to the pet store and get him some emergency pellets. Let's see, when do the pellets get here? December 2nd. Uh-oh. What about the other pellets? Okay, the other pellets will arrive Friday. What's today? Wednesday? Can he go a couple more days without pellets? I don't know. Maybe I should. Maybe I should just suck it up and drive to the pet store. No, it's an actual turtle. We have a 3-year-old Herman turtle, or maybe he's 2. He's a pandemic tortoise. We got him at the beginning, like I think April or May of 2020. So yeah, he's like 2.5 now. He's the best though. He's really cool. I'm so glad he didn't die that one time. He almost died one time. Some of you might know this. It turns out he was like just super dehydrated, but he was completely limp. I would pick him up. Like for all intents and purposes, either he's like the greatest showman on the planet or he really was dead and came back to life. But he was like totally flops, like completely limp. I was like, Iggy, no, what happened to you? Took an Uber, zoomed him to like not even a vet, but like an exotic animal vet that I had to find that was so many towns over. And the woman was like, we need to take x-rays, 2 x-rays, and each x-ray costs $250. I'm like, yeah, I could get 2 more turtles for that much money. And I was like, why do we need x-rays? Oh, and then I was like, well, he's going to die. And I'm like, well, if he's going to die, let's have him die at home for free. And then she's like, well, you could try these vitamin shots. The vitamin shots are $35. I was like, now we're talking. Why didn't you mention the vitamin shots at the beginning? We all know why. And out the gate, I didn't trust her. I was like, you fucking exotic veterinarians, always after money. You know what I mean? You don't even care about this fucking turtle. She's like, he's going to die. He's not growing well enough. Like he's too small for his age. I'm like, no, he's not, man. Like they grow really slowly. Like, do you even know about turtles? Like, I feel like I could be the veterinarian. Give me your coat. Give me your clipboard. I work here now. So we bought the vitamin shots. We took him home. We put him in a little like soothing bath. We had to shoot the vitamin in one of his little back legs or front leg. I forget. And then we just like prayed hard, and then it worked, and then he came back to life, and it was really amazing because then we didn't have to tell anybody like any small children that the turtle had died, which was great. Would have been really hard to do, and I'm glad we didn't have to do that. So now he's alive. You know, actually, the turtle really likes cucumber. Like I'll cut the peel off the cucumber and I'll cut it into like tiny little cubes, and he loves that. Maybe I'll go get him some cucumber. And he likes endive. He likes romaine. The dry turtle food, but I get it wet first so he gets more water intake. Like I let the pellets sit in the water and they absorb and they get bigger and softer, and then he's like and then he eats the fuck out of those. Mature of Chrissy to say you've earned respect. What was that about? It's 4 minutes ago. I already don't remember. Bloodworms. Ew, no. It's a land tortoise. I don't know if it'll eat bloodworms. No. There will be no poll on that. Yeah, you just have to have a next of kin or someone like a lot younger than you that you have to decide is going to take over the turtle maintenance after you die. They're pretty low maintenance. You just need to change up their dirt every couple of months, and you just buy like potting soil from Home Depot and some like coconut chips or like other kinds of chips and like 2-3 different kinds of dirt, mix it up, do it every couple months, and then get some heat lamps, and then you spray them down every day, throw some rocks in there, some branches. Maybe I'll grab like a little piece of moss from outside and I'll throw it in there. And other than that, he's pretty like easy and cheap. And it's like the getting the setup, the buying of the turtle and the setting it up. That's the expense, obviously, but the upkeep is like no big deal. The enclosure itself is like 150 or 200. Maybe it was more than that. I forget. Iggy will be 3 on April 3rd. Aww. We have to have a birthday party for him. And we didn't know if he was a boy or a girl for a while. Because it takes them a while for them to, like, I guess, declare their gender. Unlike people. No, he has this ridge in the bottom of his shell, which actually helps supposedly when he gets on top of a girl turtle, which is probably never going to happen. It helps you get and like hump. I guess it's like a humping ridge that only boys have. Humping Ridge was the working title for Brokeback Mountain, by the way. Okay. Turtle is shorthand for tortoise. Okay. Cynthia, have you covered oyster dressing stuffing? My Kentucky-born grandfather made it every year. I'd love to know the origins. Oyster dressing. Okay, I will look at this. Thomas M. I just wanted to let you know I'm thankful for you, Chrissy. Oh, I enjoy your content and sense of humor. Filing cabinet is a lucky guy. Oh, thanks, Thomas. Oh my God. Big respect to you for the Homestar Runner avatar there. The cheat, the light switch is for you to turn the lights on and off, not so you can throw light switch raves. Dum, 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 dum. The system is down. I'm probably going to go into Homestar Runner K-hole later. Those were great. That was early days of internet. So fun, so funny, so goofy. Okay, let's look into this oyster dressing. What the hell is this? Or maybe if Frank wants to drive past, if he's still listening and he happens to drive past a turtle store, maybe Frank could pick it up? Maybe? Or I could get it. Okay. Oyster dressing. Ugh. Okay, it came up right away. Okay. This could be fun, actually. This could be not gross and cool. The oyster stuffing is the best stuffing ever. It's the only way I liked oysters. Okay, looks kind of good. Vaguely seafoody. What does this video have to say? Ooh, okay. Looks like stuffing.
If he could take the leftovers home, and my aunt emailed me asking for the recipe.
Ugh, I don't want to listen to her voice. Okay. Okay, it's an old-fashioned thing. Cook the vegetables in a large skillet till they're tender. Stir in the breadcrumbs and parsley, oyster, egg, salt, poultry seasoning, thyme, pepper. Looks pretty much like just typical stuffing, but instead of using like turkey goo or giblets, you're using oysters. That makes sense because oysters are sort of like meaty and like easy to chop up. But that's funny that's called oyster dressing. Interesting. It was good. Hit at the Thanksgiving table. Ugh, someone used canned oysters. Just don't tell anyone. Well, I guess. Yeah. What are you going to sit there and shuck your own oysters like a freak? Probably not. And that would take forever. And like most people are not seafood shucking experts. Robust and casserole like. Okay, cool. Sausage fat. Yeah, why not? Get all the different kind of meat fats in there. That's what makes it taste good. Yeah. Do not use canned oysters. Uh-oh. Okay. There's a lot of warnings coming in from the chat. Do not use canned oysters. So what are we supposed to just shuck them all ourselves, Wartooth? We have to be seafood experts. You pick oyster stuffing over celery. Keep on. I like oysters. Sounds like something Italians would throw together for Christmas Eve. Yeah. Okay. You have to catch them fresh. Caught that day. Otherwise I leave. All right. Well, no one's out catching oysters on Thanksgiving morning. Unless you do it as a family. Yeah, no one's shucking oysters on Thanksgiving morning. But if it's like your thing and you're really into it and you have like a dedicated shucker. Last time I dived for oyster, the dirty rich bastards almost took my hands. Oh no, really? Okay. Oh, shucks. Oyster stuffing is a food. I thought it was an activity. That's funny. Good job. No shucks given. Shuck jokes. Calling it dressing is a Southern thing. I make stuffing because I'm not a weirdo. Just finished prepping my chestnut stuffing. That sounds good. Oh, I'm yawning. Sorry. Right. If you're a fisherman, then you are shucking all the time. The Bible says not to eat shellfish. Why? Is it like dirty or something? Is that why Jews don't like shellfish? I don't know. All right. I would say if you're trying to impress the fam, don't, go out the gate with the oyster stuffing. That seems very advanced. Like if it's a thing in your family, great, go with it. But that doesn't sound like a beginner recipe. It's a family thing. I have a mother shucker. Good. Okay. The Bible made recommendations on food largely because it wasn't safe to eat those. Aha, right. Yeah. You'd probably get icky and sick. All right. We talked about the sheep walking in circles. Hatred of broccoli. We covered a lot of topics, but we didn't cover Madonna. Speaking of Thanksgiving, things we're thankful for. Madonna puts on a busty display. And a figure, Madonna's at it again. You can't keep this woman down. She is wearing a figure-hugging lacy corset for a sultry post as she promotes. Oh, this is so sad. She's bringing back this 1992 sex book. I guess for the 30th anniversary. Hang it up, girl. Madonna showcased her fit physique. And I don't mean hang it up like stop trying in life. I mean like stop trying to be a sex object at 75 years old. 64. Or maybe I'm just being too critical. Do whatever you want, Madonna. Queen of Pop 64 posed in a fitted corset to promote her collab with luxury brand YSL Yves Saint Laurent as she brings her 92 sex coffee table book to life to celebrate the 30th anniversary since its controversial release. she's probably like, I'll make it into a kid's book now. A grand total of only 800 limited copies of the book's reedition were printed, while the exhibition itself will present large format photographs by Stephen Measle and Fabian Baron during an art blah 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 blah. Oh, look, it's Madonna. How this is either hella airbrushed or we know she's had so much work done. Oh, are these even real? These are real candles. Okay. Wow. This is what they do now. I guess it's like you just post a photo on Instagram and then the Daily Mail or any of these outlets they'll write a whole article just around it. Wow. Well, look at them go. Like, this is the side thing. Look how hard they go after Kanye. Now they're trying to peg him as a porn addict. Man, they really don't like it when you go against the system. Oh, it's Madonna. At least this is better than like some of the other pictures we've seen of her. I'd like to put you in a trance. Madonna, you're too old to put anybody in a trance. And that's okay. You don't have to. The book is being re-released in Miami later this month. Okay, I don't know. What else? What else you got, Madonna? Necklaces. Okay, so this is really just promo for like YSL and this other guy. The exhibit. Okay, so they're just promoting this exhibit. We'll showcase photos from this guy and that guy. And oh, look at Madonna. She's still hot still, right? No, she's not. Uh-oh. I should have pre-watched this video. Okay. Well, very risque. Madonna gonna Madonna. Ew, look at this. Sex by Madonna. A chair with just whips and stuff. Why are they pushing? There's so many, like, I'm seeing these S&M themes cropping up in pop culture a lot lately. Like the Balenciaga thing, too. Ew. Madonna, you're rich. You can afford eyebrows. What are you doing, girl? Go get your eyebrows. Back in 92, Michigan-born Madge, last name Chacon, earned the equivalent of $38.6 million in today's dollars for the 132-page aluminum-covered book, which sold 1.5 million copies worldwide. While controversial at the time, now it's not a big deal. Sex is now well regarded for its social and cultural impact and considered a bold, post-feminist LGBT beloved work. She was arguably S&M's first cultural ambassador due to the sadomasochistic images, softcore porn, and simulation of sex acts. Now it's like the most boring thing for adults. Anyway, now they're trying to push it on kids, which I don't like. Stop, Madonna. Just stop. Just focus on your eyebrows. Okay, so even all these weird posts in the last few months have been like leading up to this, I guess, this re-release or this exhibit. Wow, everyone's just getting more degenerate. I don't like it. 30 years ago, I published a book called SEX in addition to photos of me naked. There were photos of men kissing men, women kissing women, and me kissing everyone. Oh my God, Madonna, you're so cool. I also wrote about my sexual fantasies and shared my point of view about sexuality in an ironic way. I spent the next few years being interviewed by narrow-minded people who tried to shame me for empowering myself as a woman. I was called a witch, a heretic, and the devil. Now Cardi B can sing about her WAP. Kim Kardashian can grace the cover of any magazine with her naked A. And Miley Cyrus can come in like a wrecking ball. You're welcome. Oh, she's salty now. She's like, I'm going to take all that credit. Okay. Yeah, this is when she was cute. Wow. I mean, why are you complaining, Madonna? You had a really great career and like you wouldn't be where you are now if you hadn't faced these struggles. So I don't know. A lot of these like after the fact celebrity articles come across to me like just complaining and like a reason to be in the news. Okay, I can say whore on YouTube. I've literally said everything else. Oh, no. Okay, I should have done the turkey stuff last. She sounds bitter. She couldn't be as much of a whore as women are today. Yeah, she does. But if she were a star today, there's more competition because there's more like stars trying to be sexy. I feel like at the time she really was a pioneer. You can't have it all, Madonna. You think she's overrated? My sister loves her. I'm not a big fan. Like, she's okay. Yeah. I think the Beatles are super overrated, which people don't like to hear. Oh, yeah. Trent Reznor said he's moving on from Twitter, saying Elon Musk is taking it personally. Damn, I like Trent too. And they're just trying to be edgy. They're trying to like appease their liberal overlords, I guess. Wow, I am starving all of a sudden. So annoying. Okay, I want to bring this article up. This is not about Madonna. I'll get into this a little. Balenciaga had a campaign where they were showcasing minors holding BDSM teddy bear purses. A lot of people have been talking about this. Brittany Venti has done some videos about it. A lot of people have done videos about it, just pointing out like how blatantly sexual this imagery is and gross. And meanwhile, we have so many celebrities like still supporting it, like Kim Kardashian, Nicole Kidman, all about it. All of a sudden, it's like, ugh, okay. French, this is out of the Daily Wire. French fashion brand Balenciaga apologized Tuesday, and this is why I don't like their take on it. They're blaming the photographers. It's like it's not the photographer's idea or fault. Like even if it was, it passes through many hands to the point where it's printed out or online. What a cop-out excuse. Anyway, so they apologized on Tuesday after facing backlash over a recent advertisement showing young children holding teddy bear purses dressed in bondage attire. The brand, which celebrates which celebrities like Kim Kardashian often wear, displayed images on its website earlier this week as part of its Toy Stories campaign. The images showed child models posing with the brand's teddy bear handbags, with the bears dressed in BDSM gear from its Paris. Always the French. The French people are I've never met a normal French person. From its Paris Fashion Week Spring/Summer 23 collection. We sincerely apologize for any offense our holiday campaign may have caused, the company wrote on its Instagram story. Our plush bear bags should not have been featured with children in this campaign. Oopsie. We have immediately removed the campaign from all platforms. Balenciaga debuted the handbag last October at the runway show in Paris, where models walked the catwalk. The bears had like bruised faces, bloody nose. Oh, the models had bruised faces and bloody nose while they were carrying. So they're glorifying domestic abuse. Great. Awesome. Maybe other things. Social media users erupted in outrage on Monday over the fashion brand's latest advertisement, which showed plush toys dressed in BDSM gear, including fishnet tops, studded leather harnesses, collars, and locks. Yeah, and like they looked kind of like that, like blatantly using kids. This is what Shuan. Oh, Shuan had also commented on this. This is Landon Starbuck. I think this is Robbie's wife. This is absolutely demonic. Balenciaga is fetishizing children by having them model with sexual BDSM paraphernalia. They're participating in a bigger campaign, making it fashionable to destroy the innocence of children. Absolutely, 1,000%. You can't argue anything other than that. And underneath this purse, there were these papers about, I guess, like a Supreme Court striking down rules about like CP. Really icky stuff. These are all like very conscious, deliberate choices that these brands make. It's gross. According to The Independent, in one of the images are documents from, the 2008 Supreme Court case, U.S. versus Williams, a federal statute prohibiting the pandering of CP, which reaffirmed the PROTECT Act, a federal law that increased penalties for exploitation and abuse of children. Yeah. Balenciaga further apologized, including the court documents in the campaign, We apologize for displaying unsettling documents in our. Oh, did they unsettle you? Wow. Even this wording is so icky. Like they don't want to take any blame. Unsettling documents in our campaign. We take this matter very seriously. We're taking legal action against the parties responsible for creating the set and including unapproved items. Wow. So they can just fire a photographer, fire a set designer, even though these people worked on a contract basis. So it's like they take no responsibility as a company. We strongly condemn the abuse of children in any form. We stand for children's safety and well-being. Starbucks, who further condemned the company for parading it in our faces in reference to the documents, told the Daily Wire that her nonprofit is putting out a call to action in response to Balenciaga's apology. We're not just on Balenciaga, but their parent group, caring to provide the public with appropriate accountability. Wow. The scope and seriousness of these images can't be reduced to a mere oversight issue or to a set design flaw. Exactly. We demand that every person involved in these horrible decisions from conception to fruition be held accountable, fired, and named so that potential future employers know to never allow them to work with kids again. Yes. Otherwise, it's just lip service. We also demand that the entire caring group and its fashion subgroups, Balenciaga, Gucci, etc., receive this CP informed prevention education taught by survivor experts to educate on grooming, exploitation, prevention. Yeah. It's like how they want to re-educate us on woke shit. Like, yeah, you guys clearly need a re-education on how to not be groomers. Yep, that's good. Keep complaining, keep making a stink about this stuff. It is really disgusting. And these products are not for kids. There's no reason why kids should be involved in this at all, other than to push an icky message. SC reviews. What do you mean? Okay. Sorry, that just makes me annoyed. Yeah. Thought of, talked about, approved, done, approved again, approved one. Yeah. Looking at so many times. It's not like, oops, we just told the photographer. It's a huge brand. Nobody in there involved in that creatively is like, can do whatever they want. Okay, Bush did his green beans. Good. Sounds good. I'm hungry. I have to go to Dunkin' Donuts and get egg bites. Oh, some other channel. Is it a channel we like or don't like? Devin, use brine for the turkey aside from the meat and stuffing. Everything else is whatever. Okay, so you're a turkey man. A good turkey is valuable. Okay, I'm going to get to one more because this involves a comedian. I always like when comedians are in the news. Okay, Katherine Ryan says a prominent TV personality is a sexual predator. What?
Yeah, it's such a messy thing because, like, I don't have proof.
She doesn't have proof. Katherine Ryan has claimed that a very prominent British TV personality is a perpetrator of sexual assault. The Canadian comedian 39 said she previously confronted the unnamed man in front of others, but his alleged unacceptable behavior remains an open secret in the industry. British TV personality. Speaking to Louis Theroux on a recent episode of Interview series Tuesday, the Duchess star elaborated further on this particular high-profile figure without divulging his name. Why is she teasing it out? Katherine Ryan said she previously openly confronted this man. It's very dangerous for us to have this conversation. I'm happy to have it, but it's a litigious minefield because lots of people have tried to nail this person down for their alleged crimes, and this person has very good lawyers. So am I going to put my mortgage on the line by saying who this person is or entering into any conversations like that? Right. And when you do a podcast, you'll start to like go into something and then you'll be like, oh, which is why they now have a juicy nugget that they can make an article from. We've seen what happens to people who talk about alleged predators, she added. The comic added that while she wasn't a victim herself, the person in question is known to behave a certain way. Oh, open secret. It's not really my story to tell. She explained no one has perpetrated any sexual assault against me, but this person I believe very strongly. Many people believe very strongly it's an open secret. Who in I wonder if it's like Simon Cowell. Who do I know that's British? Ryan previously revealed her confrontation with the man in question, which took place during her show Backstage with Katherine Ryan earlier this year. Oh, so could we look at her show Backstage with Katherine Ryan and see who was involved there? I called him a predator to his face in front of everyone that day, Ryan said. What am I supposed to do? It's such a messy thing because I don't have proof. What am I supposed to not feed my kids because of someone else? The remarks were ultimately cut from the broadcast. I still got paid. I'm going to sneeze again. I still got paid and I still did my job. But I did it in my way, which I thought was fair. Backstage with Katherine Ryan. Who worked on that? Let's do some very rudimentary research. Okay, it was a TV series. Okay. I mean, do you think this person worked on the show or they just were like hanging out? Or is this just a way for her to promote her show? Creator Howard Cohen. Let's see who stands out here. Full cast and crew. Could it be Jimmy Carr? Could it be Tom Allen? Could it be I haven't heard of so many of these people. Could it be Nish Kumar, Jeff Norcott? Could it be like a producer, like not necessarily an actor? She said personality. Prominent TV personality. Very prominent British TV personality. I mean, maybe I don't know British celebrities that well, but like for me, the most prominent one in this group is Jimmy Carr. Who knows? Who knows who it is? Called him out in front of everyone. Yeah, so it had to have been someone working on the show, right? It was no one. She's making it up. No, she said it was a prominent British personality. She worked with Jimmy Carr for about 10 years. It was the gaffer. That's funny. Doesn't that suck? Is like you hear something like this and you go, well, is it just BS to promote the show? Because a lot of women did sort of lie or exaggerate during the Me Too movement. You think it's Jimmy? So probably not Carr. Why would she work with him for so long? Right. Well, they're both in comedy, right? They're both British, so maybe they just right. But then, like, if it's her show, why would she book someone that she doesn't like? I wonder if this lady isn't breadcrumbing. She can't or won't say it for herself for personal reasons, but if she drops enough hints, that others will figure it out. Just like I'm doing now. I've known women who've done this same exact tactic. Goodness. What are we going to do? All right. Who knows? It could be bullshit. The point is, Dev Cooper wished me happy Thanksgiving. Thanks, Dev. You too. Okay. All right. We'll see. It does seem maybe she started talking about it, and then since it was on a podcast, and this girl, Katherine, is pretty famous, they're like, ooh, let's make a story about it. Okay. Let's go to the comments because they always know. Let's go to the comments. I heard from a friend of a friend of a friend that the friend actually saw this man engage in unsolicited winking. Okay, so they're being funny. She got her name and body in the paper, though. I had a young woman who works in our office go to the company owner complaining about a funny text I sent to him and everyone in the office. He thought it was funny, but she didn't. She said I was hitting on her. Not true. I love my wife and would never cheat on her. I almost quit my job that day out of frustration and anger. I never spoke to another woman in the office again unless I had to. Damn, that sucks. That sounds really manipulative and shitty. I don't think this is a fragile thing. I think the work environment for men is really bad right now, and careers have been ruined just because some woman says so. And it sucks because it takes away the impact of when like women really do get in bad situations at work and really are taken advantage over versus like you text people a joke and this woman's trying to like screw you over it. What am I supposed to do? I don't have proof. Yeah, maybe she shouldn't have said anything. Also, yeah, I guess a little strange that the Post would make an article about this and there's actually nothing. Maybe because they, being a little salacious, they want people to guess and wonder who. Well, you got me. You tricked me into talking about it. God damn it. Okay, y'all. I'm going to be on the Minds podcast at 3:00. Until then, I'm going to go to the store and get some pie ingredients. I'm gonna hone in on my pie recipe. I'm gonna feed Iggy. Thank you for listening. That was a really exciting Thanksgiving side tier thing we did. I fell for it. Allegations of oyster stuffing. You guys are funny. A man can't even smile in an office setting. Some woman might take it as sexual assault. It's fucked up, man. Yeah. This is why I always hated working in an office. You literally cannot be yourself. It's very difficult. I very much feel for anybody with a sense of humor who works in an office. Okay, guys. We'll talk to you later. We'll see you at maybe 3:00. If not, I may do a movie member stream tonight. I have to figure that soon. And if not, probably gonna do a Mayor in the Morning Friday, maybe a Thanksgiving stream Thursday. Still figuring it out. And then for sure, we're doing FNT on Friday. So we'll see you there. All right. Thanks.